This will be in 2-2. I don't know why I keep doing this, but I do. Can't, K-A-N-T, couldn't or wouldn't. If he were alive, we might say can't. Why is this no doubt bright, obsessive, such a hero to intellectuals? Well, he is the best of the deniers of Dionysus. He condemns non-procreative sex. Terrified or moral, you tell me. The Way of the World, a very sexy play, produced first in 1700. Kant, born 1724. How long, Lord, how long do we have to put up with these celibate philosophers? Is that true? It explains a lot, almost as much as men inventing a single male know-it-all, control-it-all deity. What does he have to say? Glorifying reason, which is a lovely idea, but only in Kant can it overwhelm, oppress passion. And there we are, my theme deepens. The European tradition is dynamic, out of date, bloody and unwell. There is an undiscovered country for this community, a conversion of Christianity to the nasty gun-toting thing. Imagine a denial of the human body and the loves it doth thrive on. It is dirty, we say, commonly, and since we are provoked to lust by what we think beautiful, the beautiful woman or man is gently called evil. Why are we so susceptible to this biggest of lies? Masochism is our trait. It is a foundation of our culture, that's why. I don't enjoy being thrown about by love, I don't. They do freeze my fluencies. But there she is, inevitable, full of wisdoms, peace, and discoveries. No wonder Kant thought the original Americans were lazy. Lovers of the world have no place in his frozen Germania. It is small wonder our greatest talent has been homicidal. We kill desire, within and without, seeking the truth like Protestants do, transcendence above the heart and above the waist. Is that what we long for? So pure and untainted by the sensual? So bizarre that Florida is traumatized by David the gym rat. This civilization really needs superior guns to spread its disease blankets. It offers nothing to no one otherwise. How easy to define one's fevered self by condemning what threatens. What exquisite cowardice. To accept the inevitabilities of love and move movingly and easily in them is healthy as rabbits. To condemn and proscribe will lead you to Catholic priests and pornography. It's your choice, and remakes the terrain we name mental health. If your philosophers are revered for their diseases, what does your culture know about mental health? How dare you push on me and mine your unnatural preoccupations? Back up the truck and dump its contents in your own yard, please. Individualism is a funny thing, a phony thing. Mistakes are made. When Susan Nyman talks of Kandiaronk, she has no interest in his tribe, its rites and rituals that might produce such a fellow. She assumes he went to a Wendat Harvard, showed early promise, had 2 parents in the teepee. She doesn't mention the tradition of discussion in the tribe, perhaps because she is part of a very inexpressive culture. She might talk a lot, be very rational, eloquent even, but not expressive. Camilla Paglia, oh my goodness, the first time, is almost unhearable. Who buys that kind of narcissism, seeming so desperate to be funny, and as if speed were impressive? It sounds like what it is, thoughtless. These people are symptoms. If I sound elite, it seems to me, listening, I will impress you as an elite thinker. Because that is where wisdom lives, in me, mine, the individual, or strangely, the community of these individuals. They're elite. Kandiaronk seemed full of common sense, like Socrates, not Plato, and Jesus. The operative word is common, of which our wise people cannot conceive, so they leave it uninvestigated. We have created institutions where we prove our talents, our qualifications for membership. It may be true that Socrates spoke in the street to anyone who'd listen, or had symposia of invited guests. Or is that just Plato, who created the academy for the finest minds, just as we imagine our Ivy League? Was there an entrance? Can you imagine that you say to your civilization, when you go to the Ivy League, you are clearly the best and the brightest and the finest of minds, and the rest of you are dog do. Equality, my ass. Was there an entrance exam to attend the mount where the sermon was given? Did Jesus have a Q&A after he spoke? Didn't several saith unto him, or did he only ever say unto them? You tell me. So, of course, Chris Hedges sees social media as a singular evil and not a mirror. His culture only recognizes indoctrination, a good Presbyterian one or a bad common one. His masses are entirely gullible. They have no critical thinking tradition. He may be right, but instead of acknowledging this gullibility, this lack of critical thinking tradition is a feature of his faith, that the deepest of conspiracy theories is the devil, and Eden was the mother of all cancellation. He instead erased devils all around us, not within us, all over his map of the world. Kant should be cancelled in our hearts just by his celibacy, his disinterest or fear of the commonness of desire. Here we have another ludicrous tradition already talked of. In other words, as few as possible. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy, or European wisdom cannot critique itself Europeanly. It has not the intelligence. It is not open. It is reductive. It is not Huron. But the critiquers we hoist aloft and gullibly heed are as yammering and as insistent as Paglia. Of course, the unwashed don't recognize Trump as a narcissist, but the very washed don't see it either in their darlings, and there we have it. We hear them speak, me, 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 me. That's enough about me. What do you think of me? I half expect Hedges to say, about Marathon, I know, I was there. My admiration is not diminished, but I do not trust his sources. It is not common or sense. David Hogg dismisses the hardened gun owner as quickly as MSNBC dismissed the insurrectionists, like actors dismissing the audience that doesn't laugh. Who would you persuade then, David? And what will you do with the rest? It seems we are hard of hearing when we are doing the talking. I hope your movement works. It never has, but then we never wonder why and fix it. We blame the opposition. Our solution must be then to eliminate them. Yes, very democratic. So curiosity is bounded in a nutshell. The orthodoxies of university are irreproachable, so dangerous.